Blisk, your problems are not my concern. Once you have delivered the Ark as per your contract, your payment will be transferred by the IMC.
Just have my money ready. I'll get you your precious cargo, you useless naff. Oi, Titan! You're gonna open up and give me what I want.
Voice command. Not recognized.
Let me just rip it out of him.
Can't risk it. The Ark's unstable.
Listen, hero. You have what's mine, and I want it back. Go on. Tell your Titan to open up.
About what? His feelings?
Still trying to be a hero, eh?
I have a lot of dosh riding on this contract, my friend. So tell your Titan, if he doesn't open up, I will shoot you in the head.
Pilot in jeopardy. Ocular systems. Marginal. Cannot visually acquire pilot.
Stand him up. Do you see him now? Right here, right here. Yeah? You see him now?
Functions compromised by severe crash damage.
I don't care how broken you are. I know deep down, some things still work in there. Now open up, or I'm going to shoot your pilot in the head. You still remember numbers, don't you? I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3.
Nah, that wasn't so hard, was it?
That's the problem with teams. If you don't win together, you die together.
Nice try, love. Say goodnight.
Oi! Get the Ark out of here! We're running out of time!
Well, welcome back.
Cooper. Over here. Cooper. I can no longer uphold the mission. But you still can. Take the seer kit. It is your best chance for survival.
Yeah, if you recall the very beginning of the game, Lastimosa actually loaded this into BT. Start. What was in there? Well, a gun. Okay. And I believe a knife. Oh no, that's right. It's also a core in here, in addition to that. And that is technically BT. We're carrying BT. And we are about to go do the most Titanfall 2 shit in this game. But hack knife's pretty great. I really wish they used it for more stuff.
All call signs fire at will. Captain, do you have a fix on that signal?
I've got something, but it's faint. Cannot confirm. Commander Briggs, I'm picking up a data core, but it's a weak signal.
Are you sure you have the coordinates? Boost the signal. I need to get through to them.
Commander Briggs, I have a lock on Cooper's position. He pulled BT's data core. He must have the seer kit.
BT, Cooper, what's your status? Cooper, how copy? Over.
So yeah,
Commander Sarah Briggs, if you could read me, get to the bridge 1 click north of your position. We've only got 1 shot to turn this fight around and you're it. Our fleet's moving in on the fold weapon. We're coming. It's not over yet.
This is so fucking good. Like, this is the shit that you want to be playing in Titanfall 2. Now I'm having issues with actually getting through doors.
Just keep moving.
But
The anti-air defenses are extremely heavy around the fold weapon. We're having trouble getting boots on the ground and we're running out of options.
and this auto-targeting pistol is actually something that was in both the first game and this game. People had issues with it because it's a little too easy to use sometimes, but it also leaves you in...
Stay to core and preparing it for Titanfall.
It leaves you in a bad position using it all the time. But this segment uses it beautifully. Like, I think somebody said that basically the way they decided to make this game was through an internal game jam, sort of. Like, everyone picks a level. And I can totally see someone going, we have this auto-targeting pistol. Why don't we make something dumb fun and just have you run around basically in some Mirror's Edge bullshit
Call it when ready.
to do this?
Stand by for Titanfall.
New BT. Well, fuck that new name.
Hello, Jack.
Glad to have you back in one piece, BT.
Over 25,000, actually. BT-7274 online and ready for combat. It is time to complete our mission.
That segment is so fucking cool. And
Cooper, I'm throwing everything I've got at the IMC, but it's not going to be enough to stop the fold weapon. I need you to get inside its control room. Commander to all battle stations. I want close fire support on Cooper and BT. Do whatever it takes to cover them.
Solid copy. We'll go.
Cooper, get up that hill. We'll cover you. Move!
oh man, so that segment's great. This segment where you've got this chain gun and you're just drilling enemy titans, fantastic as well. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So,
I see him. Firing. Danger close.
Militia Titan spotted. Engaging.
Titan down.
Target's locked. Firing.
Hostile Titans. There ain't no way to run out.
alright, let's get around this corner here. Anyways, yeah, just this whole area is so good.
Danger close.
Titan down. Smart core ready.
I see him.
Smart core
Firing.
activated.
Danger close.
Smart core. I like Smart core a lot. It's a nice concept, at least.
Target's locked. Firing.
Alright, so, outside of that, there's a lot of murder. You can switch over to different weapon types. I just like being able to fucking murder a Ronin in one round.
Tracking target. Firing. Danger close.
Excessive damage. Warning. Warning.
And stop him from being able to hurt me for a second.
See him. Firing. Danger close.
Enemy Titan down. Activate warning. Detecting hull damage. Smart core ready.
So we are just tearing through these guys, though I'm taking more damage than maybe I'd like.
Don't let up.
Oh, you handle yourself well, Max.
Target's locked. Firing.
Enemy Titan down.
Ah, missed the power shot. I don't know what it is between this video and
Dark. Give me a sit rep. Now.
Captain Landiger of the Rutledge. The Stockton took a broadside. It's going down.
Anyways, between this video and the last, I've noticed that enemy titans punching me does a lot more damage than I thought it would, most of the time.
Commander Briggs, this is Gates of the 6th Form. Are we late to the party?
You're just in time, Gates. How much juice do you have left in the Malta?
We've got plenty to spare. Don't worry, Coop, we've got your back.
Targeting systems online. We are weapons hot.
Help out by taking out one of these guns or two.
Target's locked. Firing.
And I do like that. So one of the other things I really love about the game at this point is that they acknowledge that. Let's put this up.
Danger close.
Oh, Jesus. So anyways, they acknowledged just there, if you were listening when this Titan came down, that the reason you're not getting more Titan help and you're getting like air support right now is because there's only, well, this is the last Titan they had hanging out.
Target's locked. Firing.
Let's clear that up for him.
Smart core ready.
That Titan's gonna be mine when I'm through with you.
Yeah, Scorch did not stand a chance there. Legion is one of those Titans that I never use.
You're back. It's all you from here on out.
I am kind of bad with Titans, as the multiplayer videos will show if I ever get around to putting those up.
Target spotted, moving in.
But without a traditional shield and having to remember to use the gun shield, I just always forget to do it.
Cooper, we're tracking Blisk and Sloane just ahead. They have the Ark. Keep moving.
We must stop the IMC from using the Fold weapon at all costs. If we fail, the militia planet of Harmony will be destroyed.
Yep. This is pretty fun. I don't care if it's one of those things that make me sound like a psychopath. Just like crouching down a hallway with this giant machine thing, murdering everything in the way is just kind of, I don't know, cathartic, maybe?
Attention IMC personnel. This is General Mardo. The mercenaries have delivered the Ark. Prep the Fold weapon.
Initiating preliminary Fold weapon power systems. Powering up targeting responders.
Set location to the militia planet Harmony.
Initiating targeting systems. Harmony. Coordinates 264.588 recorded.
Well, this seems like it could be bad for us. We should probably get here fast. And, well, get ready. This looks like a boss fight.
You have your money, Blisk. Now go. My forces will take over from here.
About time they do something. I think our militia pilot's trying to be a hero. He's all yours. Keep the salvage.
Who said anything about salvage? I'll do this one for free.
Alright.
See when I look at you. A pile of easy money.
Arc injector loaded. Spooling up stage 1.
So we want to stay away from Sloane for a moment. This is a nice little arena for this fight, because it's all about using the mobility, the cover. So, yeah.
I'm gonna be minted when I'm through with you.
It's all about the cover. And just building up the smart core and using it on her is probably the best way to go.
Get him, lads.
But then she does this shit.
All forces move in.
I've used
Timing sequence passing stage 2.
way too many of them.
Locked. Retorque system. Planetary designation. Harmony.
You're almost
I'm on top of fire there. That's why that's coming up.
Alright, I'm ready for more.
Warning, our reactor is unstable. Replacement battery required. Enemy Titan down.
Good. And she'll take out those, her friends.
Calculating spacefold
So,
projection.
yeah. You can use that to your advantage if you really need to.
Come on then. Come on. Sorry, mate. Time to die.
I hit the wrong button. And I just wasted a smart core.
I'm no pushover.
Doing some damage.
Shooting the bastard. Bugger, ain't ya?
Alright, here we go. We can get her next time.
Fold weapon approaching stage 4. Ring momentum at 97%.
Just murder these guys. This is going a lot better than the first time I ever fought her. Possibly because I'm... Oh shit.
Wait! You ain't moving like that.
I was gonna say possibly because I actually know what I'm doing this time, but Jesus, I'm not proving that wrong.
Backblast energy reaching lethal threshold. All personnel must clear the chamber immediately. Disruption of electromechanical units, including Titans.
I should really be using the power shot here.
Someone put a bloody bullet in this part of head.
There we go. That should do it.
I will not be destroyed by some pitiful excuse for a pilot.
And that's how you kill Sloane.
Cooper, get the Ark out of there before it launches. Hurry!
Fold weapon priming sequence.
And for whatever reason, a tap button sequence. I don't like doing those on a keyboard.
Injector backblast is overloaded my critical internal systems. Attempting to restore ocular systems.
We fired everything at the fold weapon. No effect on target.
Ocular systems restored. My analysis is throw. Warning. Hostile Titan detected.
It's your lucky day, hero. I'm not going to kill you.
I don't work for free.
But you don't get to kill me either. Yeah, you earned this, eh?
Listen, that Vanguard-class Titan is still in there.
Not my problem, Marta. Should have put it in my contract. I've got other people with money to see.
What are you doing? What do you think you are doing?
My analysis indicates that the throw is our only option. Is our only option. The throw is our only option. Cooper, I require your assistance. My auto-navigation systems are offline. Get me into that injector assembly. We must do this together.
Boost the signal. BT, Cooper, our ground teams can't make it there in time. You've got to find a way to destroy the fold weapon from the inside. There's no other way.
Commander Briggs, I believe I have a solution. In its exposed state, my reactor core may be able to destabilize the Ark at the center of the fold weapon.
What are you saying?
We can blow it up. I'm sending you coordinates for a dropship rendezvous.
Coordinates received. We'll be there, but I don't see how you can.
Trust me, I have done the math.
I sure as hell hope so. We're on our way. Good luck, both of you. Briggs out.
Don't worry, BT. I'm not going anywhere.
Copy that, pilot. 3, protect the pilot.
BT, what are you doing?
Trust me.
BT!
Cooper, we just lost BT signal. We're almost there. Cooper, I'm marking your HUD with the coordinates. The evac site might be in midair. There's nothing we can touch down on here.
And if I'm flying through this shit show, you better be there on time, kid.
Move, pilot!
So, yeah. This is so fucking cool. I don't care if we just lost BT and everything. This segment is so great. If I could just maybe jump like a real person instead of like... This game, this is bringing back, of course, the Frozen in Time sequence from earlier. Oh, it's so good.
You're almost there. Move, move.
I love when it does this
For
shit.
it.
Just there's not. There we go.
Come on, pilot. Parker, get us out of here.
Hang on!
Pilot Cooper. A lot of people owe their lives to you. And to BT. Barker, set a course for Harmony. Take us home.
You got it.
Ninth Fleet, this is Harmony Command. Good to have you back. Welcome home.
The destruction of Typhon saved the planet Harmony. The militia calls this planet their headquarters. But millions of others call it home. Commander Briggs says I'll be inducted into the Marauder Corps and assigned a new Titan. After the techs wipe what's left of my neural link with BT. I don't know what that'll feel like, to get assigned a new Titan. I kinda like the old one.
Great job on Titanfall, to all of you.
This is Pilot Jack Cooper, signing off.
So yeah, Titanfall 2. Absolutely fantastic game on all levels. And that last sequence is just really cool. And so, yeah, we've beat the game. We've got to see Cooper getting inducted to the Marauder Corps now. We're actually going to stick around through the credits for this game, so I may actually just ramble on for a while. But yeah, the last segment of this game, the auto pistol and everything else is just so well done. And it's such a fitting finish to the game. Now, the last fight, of course, is, I don't know if it's really up there with some of the other fights. I think the Viper fight is actually one of the more impressive ones, or one of the more interesting ones. The Sloane fight is kind of just like a slugfest. But she has been kind of Blisk's right-hand person throughout the game, so it makes sense that there's going to be this whole, let's fight her at the end thing instead of fighting her midway through. And you couldn't really put it in any other location, anyways, because, it's the arc thing. But outside of that, I gotta say that the entirety of the last, 30, 40 minutes of this game is just really well done. The 40 minutes that preceded it in the other video are just really good, too. And I think that's a really interesting thing to note, because you always want to finish big and everything like that, but this game has been solid from start to finish, and it's something I mentioned previously, where it starts off, here's how you use your Titan, and here's how you do all this stuff, but there's never a point where I was bored with this game. There wasn't a point where I felt like it was being too frustrating or anything like that. It felt like it was a really good game from start to finish, even if it was a little short. And, maybe that's actually worked out in its favor at this point, because do you really want it to be a super long game? Probably not. And BT and analyzing that the throw is the only option while he's glitched out is actually pretty fantastic. I thought that was a fun little note. And then, of course, he threw you at the very end. Yeah, so we're going to go through all the voice actors. I mean, and I also like the very end of the game where Blisk doesn't actually, like, kill you or anything, because it's not really part of his contract. Once his contract's up, he just wanders off. And it's a good characterization for him. Sloane, of course, was upset with you from the start, so, you know, went after you. Why are there two Ash? Oh, no, I got it. I was going to say, I don't remember Ash having two Titans. But we're just going through our enemy Titans. I do love the unique paint jobs on these things. They're pretty great. You can tell they really like these characters because they put a lot of effort into making these unique from the standard Scorches and Vipers and everything. The Viper's different. And it just looks all really good. Like, that's one thing that I'll give this game maybe a lot over the previous, or, okay, sorry. I'll give this game one thing over Infinite Warfare is that it does a lot of really unique, cool things with all the characters, even throwaway ones, whereas Infinite Warfare doesn't really touch on those things. But, you know, at the same time, very different game. And I think that's something that's going to come through once we get through the end of Infinite Warfare, which will be coming up soon. And you'll see that the thing is, the very end of this game, where you're making those jumps between the platforms and going through these areas and the auto pistol stuff, those are things that Infinite Warfare wants you to think you do in Infinite Warfare. It's not anything that actually shows up in that game. The game isn't really built to handle that sort of action, but that's really what Infinite Warfare wants to be. It wants to be that sequence where you're glitching right through his fucking shoulder, really. But it wants to be that sequence where you're running towards that, the transport Parker here was driving. But it doesn't have the ability to do it. So, you know, I don't know what else to really say. Just a really good game overall. I really appreciate how this all plays out. And a much better credit sequence than what you're going to see in Infinite Warfare. A lot shorter, too. Breckin Meyer was in this. Interesting. It's like the one name I've recognized outside of Lastimosa's character. Or voice actor. What is going on with Cooper's hair? Oh, and we're sticking with the credits, by the way, because there is kind of like I wouldn't call it a scene, but there's a post-credits thing. And honestly, it's kind of a neat sequence. I mean, look at all this unique stuff they had to put together for this segment. Ooh. You almost glitched out into space there. Yeah, I'll explain. You'll see it soon, but for those of you who aren't watching the Infinite Warfare LP, I'm going to tell you now. There is a bit of a credit sequence. And by a bit of a credit sequence, I mean it's almost half an hour long. It is almost half an hour of credits. I don't even understand how to describe it. I thought it was like 10 minutes at first, and I thought I was exaggerating, but I checked, and it's close to half an hour, and you can't speed it up, and you get to listen to some voice actors from the game say some things that I'm not going to spoil or anything like that, and yeah, it's just... oh man, I don't even know why, but you seeing like, hey, here are some EA testers, and here's like, there's a couple of production companies that are associated with the game, in addition to like this and that and the other thing, right? You have to understand, not only does IW list out every person in the studio for Infinity Ward, it also lists out every person who works in every studio who worked on the game. That includes Ravensoft, that includes like Vicarious Visions, I think Treyarch gets half their staff mentioned in there, and then there's like 50 different fucking contracting companies that just have every person in the company is in this thing. And it's just, you're reading it going, what in the hell am I actually looking at here? This is insane. How many people worked on this game? It was in production for 3 years, and it's not that long a game, and the multiplayer isn't that impressive, so I have to imagine that most of that stuff is actually outsourcing on like netcode and graphics and asset creation. Just have a lot of studios working on that stuff. And here we go. Apparently that is actually Morse code for Cooper, are you there, or are you there, Cooper? Something like that. But yeah, that was Titanfall 2. I hope everyone enjoyed the Let's Play. I didn't get any helmets for like the last half of the game. Holy shit. But yeah, thanks for watching, and well, keep watching Infinite Warfare. It's got a little while to go yet. Bye.